This qualifying recap is brought to you by Smart Sanitizer. Hashtag Think Smart.
Justin Ashley Racing Team. Auto Shocker sitting in the number 3 spot right now. Final two top fuel cars, funny car at the ready line. .668, 331.94 miles an hour. Brittany Force grabs 3 points. A 372 at 326 for Justin Ashley. And there ain't a whole lot wrong with that run either, but holy smokes, 295 miles an hour at the 8th mile. Basically puts back Alexis' full-time return for a year, but that team has been gelling, been coming along, been picking up the performance, and it's finally paid off with a big win out in Bristol. Alexis goes 389, 327 miles an hour and takes Bandero right to the top. Back up, Mr. Wilkerson. Here comes Alexis. And Robert Height, 4.660. Robert was basically matching Alexis stride for stride. And then you saw the pipes go wet down there. Wouldn't make a whole lot of difference the way the ladder's lined up right now. The number 1 spot, if you're curious, 6.664. Race car drives to the left when he left the clutch out. Brings it back into the groove. 6.655 for Greg Anderson. So add a couple more points to his account and put Greg Anderson in the number 1 spot. That'll change the dynamic a little bit. Kyle Koretsky goes 6.67 at 2:03, and Greg Anderson just stole the pole on the last run down the racetrack as he fights for his championship life. Spectacular short numbers for Matt Smith. 683, 198 miles an hour, and Matt Smith goes to the top. 6.839, 198.23. Low ET top speed put Denzo on the top of the charts for the moment. How about 3.693, 333 miles an hour? That's low ET. That's top speed. And Brittany Force goes to the top. 377, 325 for Steve Torrance is going to be 4th best. And Brittany just closed the gap by 3 more little bitty points. Basically puts back Alexis' full-time return for a year, but that team has been gelling, been coming along, been picking up the performance, and it's finally paid off with a big win out in Bristol. Alexis goes 389, 327 miles an hour and takes Bandero right to the top. Back up, Mr. Wilkerson. Here comes Alexis. And Robert Height, 4.660. Robert was basically matching Alexis stride for stride. And then you saw the pipes go wet down there. Well, let's just say they welcome him with open arms when he walks into Caesar's Palace. Doesn't take long to rip through that 5-speed gearbox, does it? 6, 6, 6, 7. Kyle Koretsky goes to the top at 2:05.10. Dallas goes 6, 6, 8, 7 at 2:03.40 and goes to number 2. I think really right now all eyes on Steve Johnson after the struggles he had in Bristol. Have they solved the problem? Well, 105 to 60 foot would tend to make me think, yes, they have. 684. Well, Steve Johnson is back, 196 miles an hour. Eddie goes 693 at 195. Steve Johnson goes rocketing to the top at 6.84 seconds and 196 miles per hour. Nice run out there.
You don't get down the racetrack the first time out, well, and now you're behind. Even if you get down, stage at precisely the same moment. Doug Winters dancing around a little bit out there. Look at Mike Cassidy. Solid 581, 9, 246. and that's going to put the Alanabi Performance Machine on the top of the sheet right now. Number 1 qualifier, Mike Castellana. Doug Winter, 6:16 at 172, threw out the chutes a little bit early. Car started to move around on him out there. He threw out the parachute. Going to bring it back next time.
Competition Plus is your go-to source for the latest in drag racing news. For over 20 years, CompetitionPlus.com has provided news you can trust, thoroughly researched and delivered as quick and fast as it can be uploaded. Whether it's nitro or stock, drag radial or pro modified, our writers are trained to bring you the inside story time and time again. We have it all from in-depth news articles to the latest in high-performance products to the scuttlebutt making its way around the pits. Original video content from the stars in drag racing also makes CompetitionPlus.com the ultimate one-stop shop for die-hard drag racing fans. Don't make CompetitionPlus.com your only stop on the information superhighway. Make it your first. For news you can trust and have trusted for 20 years, visit CompetitionPlus.com. Be sure to download our mobile app. It's a free download on the Apple Store and Google Play.